See? Guess who decided to crawl out of his home? It's me. I'm sitting on this, I don't know what you call it. It's like a swing, but could they shut up? Well, I mean, technically this is a park, so maybe I should be quiet. I'm sorry. That was a joke. Okay, college administrators, if you ever see this, please don't, over-evaluate that one figure of speech. Anyway, besides the point, it has been a while since I have gone on a bike ride, even around my own hometown. You are going to get a bit of vertigo from this because I don't intend to stop swinging my legs because it's fun. And well, honestly, if you just want to listen to the audio, you can do that. Whereas I can't talk while I'm standing still. I'm going to decide that I have ADHD because these days, like you can decide to have symptoms, right? Okay, I'm not trying to be offensive, so sorry. But yeah, it's been a while since I've ever gone on a bike trip. That, for the big part of that, the big reason for that is actually because it's just winter and it's just way too cold to be riding my bike. My bike is amazing, by the way. Full carbon frame. It is a very small bike. I got it from my mom, so it is a small bike, but it's wicked fast. And I am in love with it because it fits well, it is small for me, but no, I like smaller bikes. I don't have a problem riding them. Anyway, that's beside the point. I just wanted to film this to showcase how excited and enthusiastic I am about life in general. Because I'm outside, and I'm drinking in fresh air, and I'm looking at the city. This feels like Cyberpunk, with the only difference being Cyberpunk 2077 was on a screen, and I loved it. And this one is real. I can look at my hand. It's real, right? Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now at the moment. It just feels so nice to be outside, Now, I filmed a video about going to KMLA. That was nice. It was nice. I like meeting people, sure. But I can do that a lot when I go back to KMLA. But I can't go on, town bike rides when I go back to KMLA. So I decided to enjoy myself while I'm here. Because this is really fun. As long as it doesn't turn into a routine that I have to do in order to keep consistent and keep my integrity, as long as it's just a fun activity that I can do while I have the freedom to do it, it is so fun. If you haven't noticed, I really like being outside. But I do have to be out here for a sort of an extended period of time to feel that euphoria. The feeling of feeling well. The wellness. I feel fantastic right now. It's great. Oh, and someone else has decided to join me next door, which I have no problem with. That's completely fine. I hope they're completely fine with me babbling about. Hopefully they didn't come out to have some peace and quiet. Anyway, okay, so the one thing that I wanted to talk about, actually, it's this week. Right now it's Friday, so it's a decent time to talk about the events of this week. I would say it has been considerably eventful compared to my other weeks. One out of the 52 that I have, and out of the 26 that I have spent, this week is I would say, one of the most memorable ones, if not the most. Nothing spectacular happened, okay? I didn't win some kind of grand prize. I didn't do much of anything in terms of activities. Even my work has been on hold because the client won't send me a sample. So I've been chilling, but that is beside the point on why this week is so significant. It is significant because, well, through conversation, I have realized some very important things. And those changes in my thought and mindset have helped me improve my mood tremendously. At first I thought it was because I met people. And, that is a completely valid claim to be made. I like meeting people, especially when I've been cooped up for 6 months in my own home. I like meeting people. But I also meet people every other Thursday when I go to Seoul Station and meet maybe like 40 homeless people and talk to each and every one of them. No, that's a joke. I only talk to like 20 of them, but still, I do have human interactions. So I've ruled that out of the way, actually, because that is not, even the main reason that I feel so nice right now. This euphoria is fantastic. I don't really feel comfortable going into the details, not right now. I still need a bit more time to think, but I would say the result is that, I feel at home. I mean, mentally. I feel relaxed. I feel euphoria. And it's even nicer with this cool night air. It's barely even winter. Honestly, it's just spring at this point. Even though my lacrosse training team announcement for my U20 is due on Sunday, so I should be feeling super anxious. I should be, maybe somewhat depressed and worried, but I don't care that much, or I do care about the result. Okay, please don't get me wrong. If someone related to lacrosse is looking at this, please don't get me wrong. I care about the results deeply. I just want to say, what I want to say though is, it doesn't affect my entire life cycle, or my entire mood, or my week. It doesn't, ruin my week. It never has, to be honest, but still. My enlightenment this week has helped me sort of put those worries, keep them at bay. It has helped me keep the worries at bay. It has also taught me, actually, that I have been very narrow-sighted and stereotyping, I guess you could say, when it came to, people in general. And, I looking back, I do feel that is foolish, because I only have such a limited experience with people. And I think now that I look back on it, it's, as I just said, foolish, but also very pitiful that I've just jumped to conclusions based on just one or two former experiences that I've had. And talking and just conversation helped me figure that out. So yeah, it's right, I found the words. I'm sorry if I was silent there for a second, but it just, there are a lot of people, and I think I've been forgetting that a bit recently, but talking or conversation darn it, okay. Sometimes I just can't talk. And you know what? I decide not to rush myself. I've decided not to rush myself. I'm just gonna swing here until I can find the perfect words to phrase it. Because I don't want to ruin the message at all. I don't want to change it. So I'm just going to swing here until I get the right words in my head. And then I'll just say that conclusion and wrap this video up nicely. Okay, I got it. Talking with my friend has made me realize that things are more optimistic and the world is a better place than I initially thought. It also has allowed me to remember how much I looked forward to just life in general. There was something else I wanted to say. Darn it. The RAM inside my head is so small. The quick memory is so short. What was I going to add? Oh, right. This is, it's a short one. Talking with the friend, that sounds wrong. Talking with my friend, it really made me think that, or not think, but I read this thing somewhere where it says wounds made by people will be healed by people as well. Or I think it was more along the lines of, if you've been hurt by people, it is also people who will heal or cure your hurt. And I think that's really the crux of what I wanted to say. I'm going to stop swinging for a second. That's what I wanted to say. Talking with my friend really, I guess, it healed me, right? There have been a couple of videos back where I talk about rehab. It's not a rehab physically. I'm not hurt physically, okay? I'm fine physically. I think I'm fine, other than the fact that my height isn't increasing at all of late, which is pretty annoying. But other than that, I'm physically fine. I'm very sane mentally as well. But I use the term rehab loosely, but suffice it to say, there have been some, let's just say, unpleasant events of late. Unpleasant, but inevitable, I find myself thinking these days, but that's beside the point. Okay, I said I was going to stop rocking, and I'm going to stop rocking. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so more than any sort of advice or activity or work or money that I've taken to get my mind off my my worries and concerns, more than anything, I think this week's a couple of conversations helped more, which is, that's actually very surprising. And yeah, it surprised me at least. So, and it also made me realize that I was looking in the wrong places for remediation, right? Doing more work, trying to bury yourself in your studies, that's not a solution or a remedy to a problem. You're just walking away. You're running away from facing it. Making money, or going to the gym more often, spending more time training. Those are all just ways of escaping temporarily. And yes, I do think those ways all helped with my pain. By pain, I mean teenager pain, so bear with me. Jasper, if you're watching this at like 30, please don't cringe, okay? This was still you. Anyway, yeah, so I think those helped temporarily, but those weren't really fundamental solutions. Whereas, once you confront what's really bothering you, I think that really helps a lot, helps address the problem a lot more. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. Before I had that conversation on Monday, I thought I was okay, but like, look at me now. I'm okay. I feel great. I'm not okay. I feel great. So, before my conversation on Monday, yeah, I guess I was just extending, or not extending, but sort of running away, escaping, trying to keep my mind off the main problem. But once once I really got to talk with someone that would listen and that would also share a lot of insightful advice and thoughts, I think that helped a lot. Now that, okay, I'm gonna swing again because this is way too still for me, and I think I have temporary ADHD. But after I filmed, okay, so that was the end, right? That's all I wanted to say. I'm pretty happy with how the last minute turned out. Don't watch the rest. But I guess saying that does make me feel very vulnerable, or hurt, or not in full stride, or not myself. I'm fine. I'm not as nothing in my life was as detrimental as it may seem or feel listening to the video. I'm fine. I was fine on Monday, right? If I wasn't fine, I wouldn't even have gone to the Okinawa trip in Japan. I'm fine, but there was still that thing, unsolved, personally, in the back of my head. And I think, and talking fixed that, definitely. So that's really it. It's like, yes, I was living fine, I think, but those conversations definitely helped. Yeah. Okay, helped a lot. Anyway, I don't know if you'll be able to see me because there's not really a lot of light, and iPad does not have the feature to turn the camera, which is a bummer, but that's about it. Bye-bye. If I do decide to upload this, which I don't think I will, but if I do decide to, and if the person who helped me talk and get those problems out on the table is listening, thank you, genuinely. Thank you.